With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles had won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll run with McGee. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there in the first inning. The Ravens at 7-8 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Again, they'll run. This is McGee. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll get that all right to Duvernay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're going to get it. And it gets them active as they go forward.
That's all they needed. Here's McGee. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Lance to throw on second down here. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number qualified, but I believe him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they...
And down he goes! They sack him back right David Ojabo running in to take him down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. They go up the middle with Chubb, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I just wonder, I think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field. Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And anytime you see a kicker try after trying to from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake. Lance. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Lance now to throw. And complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
First down,
Chubb will get the call running left. And powering through at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action, here's Lance. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
On second down, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 43 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Again, it's Lance. Right back to Njoku. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Returning it is Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trucks over him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for him to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's more on the return. Able to slither by. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not work.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McGee. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
2nd and 12. In motion left, Bateman.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action now. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Play action, now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Falling on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the carry, McGee. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this 2nd half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gives us a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
When they needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As the season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McGee. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge.
And will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, What else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Baltimore, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.